Facebook is gaining ground on Google in the online ad space, but does it really have a chance to beat the search giant in the competition for advertising dollars? Well, joining us now to talk about this very topic is Morningstar technology strategist Rick Sommer. Rick, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, sure thing.
So Google could be the biggest online advertiser, but the number of advertisers on Facebook is growing, and it's growing really quite quickly. Do you think Facebook really poses a challenge for Google when it comes to advertising?
Yeah, I think they pose a challenge, absolutely. I think the broader question is what's Google's reaction? You know, from our perspective, it really lets them flex their muscle. They can up the game, if you will, and start to be a little bit more both advertiser-friendly and developer-friendly. Regardless, though, Facebook has a seat at the table. They're not going to be put back at the kids' table anytime soon. And
when you say not put back at the kids' table, we're talking about something like 2 million advertisers now, according to the most recent results. So the number of individual advertisers is one thing, certainly 2 million where Facebook's concerned. But what about ad revenue? Do you see a shift in those companies' share of ad revenue?
Yeah, I think when we talk about a shift, we really are cautioning clients not to be too dramatic about this. We look at search right now. Search is roughly 0.5% of this $160 billion digital advertising market. That shouldn't change over the next 4 to 5 years. I think that's the most interesting thing. Absolutely, social, video, they're going to outpace the growth of search in general, but in terms of the overall digital advertising pie, search will absolutely be the dominant form of digital advertising. In terms of Google's relevance, they're not going to be any less relevant. I think that it's more important for them to figure out how do they continue to sustain growth, and do they participate? How do they participate in social? How do they participate in video? We like some of the assets there, but not all of them.
And I guess just digging into that even a little bit further, will online advertisers have to change their approach since millennials make up such a significant number of Facebook's users?
Well, I think advertisers over the course of the last decade are all about changing their approach. I mean, I think that we've seen an embracing of Facebook where, 5 years ago we certainly wouldn't have seen that. We've seen embracing of Twitter, and entirely different new ad formats. We've seen news feed sorts of ads. Our contention is that digital ad formats are absolutely going to change. It's very difficult for us as investors to know how that's going to change, but we take solace in the fact they absolutely will change. We look at companies with great audiences, and Facebook has this big, sticky, sustainable audience. Absolutely, advertisers have to figure out how to reach into that audience as well.
And given this entire conversation, where do you stand on these stocks?
Yeah, so right now, we actually prefer Google over Facebook. We think Facebook is roughly 15% overvalued. We think Google's roughly 10% undervalued. We actually prefer that trade today.
Very interesting. Well, Rick Sommer, thanks for joining us. Thank you for watching. I'm Morgan Brennan. Have a great day.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thank you so much for checking out our channel. You can subscribe by clicking right here to check out the latest Mad Money CEO interviews, market news, financial advice, and product unboxing. Enjoy!